Did you hear about the ladybug who went to space? Well, she decided she wasn't content just buzzing around gardens and she wanted to reach for the stars. So, she became an astronaut. Now that's a bug with ambition. I bet you didn't see that coming. It's not every day you meet a ladybug with such lofty aspirations, right? It sure adds a whole new meaning to the term space bug. Now that we've shared a laugh, let's dive into the fascinating world of ladybugs. Ever wondered why ladybugs are so colorful and small? Well, let's dive right into it. Ladybugs, or as our British friends call them, ladybirds, are tiny insects with a round, oval shape. They're like minuscule polka-dotted balloons, but don't be fooled by their size. Ladybugs are small, typically ranging from 1 to 10 millimeters in length. That's about the size of a pencil's eraser or a tiny pebble. Now let's talk about their colors. Ladybugs are nature's artists, donning a variety of vibrant hues. Most of us are familiar with the classic red ladybug with black spots. But did you know that ladybugs can also be yellow, orange, black, or even pink? Yes, pink. And those spots aren't just for show either. They can range from none at all to as many as 24. Their brilliant colors and patterns aren't just for fashion though. They serve a very important purpose. In the animal kingdom, bright colors often signal danger or a bad taste. It's like nature's version of a stop sign. This is called aposematism. So a bird or other predator might think twice before snacking on a ladybug. But wait, there's more. Ladybugs aren't just one type. There are about 5,000 different species of ladybugs worldwide. Some of them, like the multicolored Asian lady beetle, are not as friendly as others. Or the 7-spotted ladybug, which is considered lucky in many cultures. So, ladybugs are quite the diverse bunch. They come in different shapes, sizes, colors, and even personalities. They're small but mighty, warning off potential predators with their dazzling colors and patterns. And with so many types of ladybugs, you never know which one you might come across. So the next time you see a ladybug, remember, their colors are not just for decoration. They're a silent but bold statement in the grand scheme of nature, a testament to the fascinating world of these tiny yet formidable creatures. Imagine living your life as a ladybug. What would you do? Well, let's dive into a day in the life of our spotted little friends. The sun rises, and the ladybug begins its day. It crawls out from its leafy bedroom, where it's been tucked away, hidden from the prying eyes of predators. It's breakfast time and they're ready for their favorite meal: aphids. These tiny insects are the main course in a ladybug's diet. But don't worry, aphids are pests to plants, so ladybugs are actually doing us a favor by dining on them. After a hearty meal, it's time for a little exploration. They might take a stroll, or rather a crawl, around their home, a place full of greenery, a garden, a park, or a forest. They love places with plenty of plants and flowers, as it's a buffet of aphids and a haven from predators. Now they may encounter a few humans during their day. To us, their bright spotted exterior is charming, but to them, it's a warning sign to predators that they're not a tasty treat. When threatened, ladybugs can release a small amount of foul-smelling fluid from their legs. Yuck! But hey, it keeps them safe. After an adventurous day, as the sun begins to set, it's time for the ladybug to find a cozy leaf or a crevice in a tree bark to rest. They tuck themselves in, safe and sound, ready to do it all over again the next day. So, from munching on aphids to exploring their lush green home and fending off predators with their unique defense system, a day in the life of a ladybug is quite full. They might be small, but they sure are mighty, playing an important role in our environment by controlling pest populations and adding a dash of color to our world. Life as a ladybug is pretty interesting, isn't it? And remember, just like ladybugs, we all have our unique roles to play in this grand ecosystem. So let's do our part and keep our world beautiful and balanced. Did you know ladybugs have superpowers? Yes, you heard that right. These little red and black spotted creatures are the superheroes of the bug world. They might not have capes or laser eyes, but they do have some pretty incredible abilities that help them survive and thrive. Let's start with their enemies. In the bug world, there are many who would love to make a meal of a tasty ladybug: birds, frogs, spiders, even other insects. But our ladybug heroes have a secret weapon: their bright colors. Those red and black spots aren't just for show, they're a warning to potential predators that ladybugs are not a tasty treat. In fact, they taste pretty awful. This is known as aposematic coloration, a big word that simply means warning coloration. But what if a predator decides to ignore the warning and take a bite anyway? Well, ladybugs have another trick up their wings. When threatened, they can release a foul-smelling, bitter-tasting fluid from their joints. This is enough to make most predators spit them out and decide they're not worth the trouble. This defense mechanism is called reflex bleeding. It's like their own personal bug repellent. Now, ladybugs aren't just superheroes because they can defend themselves. They also play a crucial role in keeping our gardens and farms safe. You see, ladybugs love to munch on pests like aphids and scale insects, which can cause a lot of damage to plants. A single ladybug can eat up to 50 aphids a day. That's like you eating 100 hamburgers in one sitting. Can you imagine that? In this way, ladybugs help control pest populations, protecting our plants and crops. Farmers and gardeners love them because they're a natural and environmentally friendly alternative to chemical pesticides. So, next time you see a ladybug, remember, they're not just cute little bugs. They're hard-working heroes, keeping our garden safe and our food supply secure. So, ladybugs are not just cute, they are also our tiny superheroes. Let's explore some more fun facts about ladybugs. Bet you didn't know that these cute little creatures have a seriously long lifespan. Most insects don't live for more than a year, but ladybugs break that mold. They can live up to 3 whole years. Now that's a lot of time for a bug to gather wisdom, don't you think? Now, let's talk about their superpowers. Yes, you heard me right. Ladybugs are like the superheroes of the insect world. The first of their powers is flight. Despite their tiny size, ladybugs are skilled aviators. Their wings flap at an impressive speed of up to 85 times per second. That's faster than a hummingbird. With the ability to fly, ladybugs can travel up to 100 miles for food, or to find a mate. Next, have you ever wondered how ladybugs got their name? Well, during the Middle Ages, farmers were facing a crisis. Their crops were being destroyed by pests. So, they prayed to the Virgin Mary for help. Miraculously, these red little beetles appeared and started devouring the pests. Grateful farmers named these beetles after Mary, calling them lady beetles. Over time, this name evolved into ladybugs. And here's a fun tidbit. Did you know ladybugs are not really bugs? They are beetles. The term bug is technically incorrect as it refers to a specific type of insect. But don't worry, you can still call them ladybugs. It's just a name after all. Lastly, let's talk numbers. Ladybugs are not all red with black spots. There are about 5,000 different species of ladybugs worldwide, and they come in many different colors and patterns. Some are yellow, some are orange, some are even pink, and their spots can range from none at all to as many as 24. Now you are a ladybug expert. Before we end, subscribe to GURUKIDZ Smart Kids channel and let's see how much you remember about ladybugs. Ready? Let's dive in. Question 1. What do you think is the average size of a ladybug? Is it as big as a coin or as small as a rice grain? The answer is, ladybugs are about as small as a rice grain. Pretty tiny, huh? Moving on to question 2, can you recall what the main diet of a ladybug is? Are they herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores? The answer is, ladybugs are carnivores. They love munching on aphids and other tiny insects. And for the final question, what is the main defense system of a ladybug? Is it their bright colors, their hard shell, or their ability to fly? The answer is, their bright colors. They use these vibrant hues to warn predators that they are not a tasty snack. Great job. Keep exploring and learning about the amazing world around us. Until next time, stay curious.